In this introductory guide, we'll explore the fundamentals of Python programming, covering basic syntax, data types, control structures, functions, and more. Variable declaration and initialization are typically done in a more straightforward manner compared to static languages. You can directly declare and initialize variables without explicitly specifying their data types. For example, creates a variable named age and assigns the integer value 25 to it. Similarly, variable named height and assigns the floating point value 5.9 to it, and variable named grade and assigns the character a to it. You can print the values of variables using the print function. Simply pass the variable names or expressions as arguments to print function. In addition to the basic data types like integers, floating point numbers, and strings, Python supports several other data types that are commonly used in programming. Here are some of them. Lists are ordered, mutable collections of items. They can contain elements of different data types and allow duplicates. Lists are created using square brackets. Tuples are ordered, immutable collections of items. They are similar to lists but cannot be modified after creation. Tuples are created using parentheses. Sets are unordered collections of unique items. They do not allow duplicates. Sets are created using curly braces or the set constructor. Dictionaries are unordered collections of key-value pairs. Each key-value pair maps the key to its corresponding value. Dictionaries are created using curly braces and key-value pairs separated by colons. Arrays in Python can be represented using lists or using the array module. Lists are more flexible, while the array module provides more efficient storage for homogeneous or same data types. Control structures are used to control the flow of execution in a program. They allow you to make decisions, repeat code, and perform different actions based on conditions. Here are the main control structures in Python. Think of if-else statements like making decisions in everyday life. If something happens, you do one thing, otherwise you do something else. Imagine you're deciding whether to go outside. If it's sunny, you'll go out for a walk. If it's raining, you'll stay inside and read a book. Loops are a fundamental concept in programming that allow you to execute a block of code repeatedly. They are incredibly useful when you need to perform the same action multiple times or iterate over a collection of items. Imagine you're in a situation where you want to do something repeatedly until a certain condition is met. That's where the while loop comes in handy. Here's a simple analogy. Let's say you have a basket of apples, and you want to eat them one by one until the basket is empty. You can use a while loop to keep eating apples until the basket becomes empty. The loop stops when there are no more apples left in the basket. That means apples in basket becomes 0, and you move on to do something else. Imagine you have a list of tasks to do, like washing dishes, doing laundry, and cleaning the house. You want to go through each task and complete it one by one. That's where the for loop comes in handy. Here's a simple analogy. The for loop goes through each task in the list one by one. The loop continues until all tasks in the list have been completed. You can loop over any iterable object in Python, such as lists, tuples, strings, dictionaries, and more. You can nest loops within each other to perform more complex iterations. You can use loop control statements like break and continue to alter the flow of the loop. If you liked the video, consider subscribe, like, and share with others.